Yo, what's good?
What's good?
Was good.
What up, New York City? You already know what it is, man. It's the Evening Rush each and every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Dawn and Rainbow. And you already know we chilling with my bro Tone in the building.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got that.
I'm feeling real good again, as always. Shout out to them Rainbow Refreshers. They straight on deck today. Shout out to the fact that we are now only on YouTube, Twitch, what else? Twitter, and Mixcloud Live, and
The
we on everything else.
eveningrushNetwork.com.
Oh yeah, the eveningrushNetwork.com, and yeah, of course. And also later on we'll be on Pandora, iHeartRadio, and everything else. If you want to call in, the number's 929-441-2417. We talking about sensitivity.
I'm sensitive. Don't talk about me.
We talking about sensitivity in people, in everything.
I'm a
Zodiac
sensitive
signs,
person.
everything. I'm going in today. First and foremost, Rainbow, shout out our sponsors.
Why I always told you do the sponsors?
I'm just a guest. You can't have me doing no work. I'm the guest. I ain't no PR person. I'd fuck that whole thing up. Trying to read that shit like,
You can
oh,
read.
the gallery.
You can read.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, the gallery. And I'm just going to move on. Plush vodka. Saves my butter. Plush apparel.
That's all you have to do.
No, you go ahead. You do
That's
it.
what Dawn does. I go
You do it
into
better.
detail. Dawn
That's
just
why-
reads them off.
That's why he asked you to do it.
That's it.
All right. So we have the gallery each and every Tuesday, 7 to 9 on CaribbeanPowerJams.com. Plush vodka, gluten-free vodka. They have original and plum. Sayings by Butter. She does all the apparel for the Evening Rush Network. Plush Apparel LLC. If you are in High Point or in Greensboro, North Carolina, you go on and get yourself some Plush Apparel. Gear Up on J-Mac Lane. She also has some Evening Rush gear. A Cause, a Concern, a Solution Network Inc., our girls CW, had an event this past Saturday. It was a May Falls. Envious Creations, you need anything party orientated, a cake, favorite snacks, bags, anything. She got you. Martine Felton, she has her own podcast. She does tarot reading. She's an author. Go get that book, y'all. She's a life coach. You need a coach. MartineFelton.com.
And make sure you go there, get both books. Don't
I'm like,
just get
I'm about to say what I forgot.
Nah, you
She got two
get
books.
both books.
Two books.
Right.
Two daddy. Woo, two
And-
daddy.
And we waiting for the third.
Watch your white toes.
That's me wife.
Yo, so let's get on to our first thing topics. Oh, first of all, how was everybody's weekend, by the way? I'm sorry, I'm skipping shit. Tone, how's your weekend?
I was just trying to stay afloat from this monsoon that we had of Henri.
Yeah.
Henri was Henri because
It
he's
was Henri. It was Henri.
I thought
You know.
it was Henry, so
Yeah, see, we've been
He's
Yeah,
French,
that's
so
what I'm
his name
saying.
is Henri.
we've been having this argument in the house all week, talking about it's Henry. I was like, it's Henri. It's Henri.
He's French.
Okay, Americans
He's
want to
French.
call it. Americans want to call it Henry, but you know you have to broaden your horizons. Okay,
You
that's
could tell it wasn't Henry because it had an I at the
I
end.
and N. Henri.
Mm-hmm.
So how was your weekend, Rainbow?
It was all right. Like I said, I went to the back to school giveaway that CW had on Saturday. That was really, really good. It was a really, really good look. Sunday, I just stayed in the house because it was pouring outside all day.
Nice.
And you,
Well, first of all, I had an amazing vacation.
I bet you
Shout out
did.
to the
Left us
family.
here.
Even though we got rained in, we was rained in all week. But you know what I'm saying? We did what we did.
Yeah, Yeah, when you ring in and you in a mansion, does it
Shout out
really
to
matter?
Christina. I see you on the check-in. After that, we went to Dorney Park.
In Wildwater Kingdom, in the middle of a hurricane.
First of all, it wasn't lit yet. Like, we had a clear. That was the crazy part about it. It was nice and clear. I was having a great time.
Okay.
It was amazing. Enjoyed myself.
Okay, Kevin Hart.
You know what I'm saying? Baby, my baby got on. Everybody knows Kay got a cast on right now, so she couldn't get really into the wading pool. She was a little upset. You know what I mean? We talked her down. I said, "Baby, we're gonna go to the lazy river." The only part of the lazy river that we had a problem was
the waterfall.
It started the waterfall. My baby was headed towards the waterfall. She was like, "Daddy, no, not going through it." I said, "Relax, just relax. It's going little water." She went through the water, jumped off. I had to jump off, grab her, and save her because the cat's gonna make her sink. She said, "My daddy saved my life." I felt so good. Had an amazing time from that point on. That was the best part of the whole thing to me.
Oh, because you saved her life. Because she said,
Yes,
my daddy saved my life.
Because she said, my daddy saved my life. Felt so good. It was her birthday weekend. I felt great. So, after that, we got ready to go home. And that's when we got caught in Henry, whatever. That storm, we got caught in it. So, we ended up having to stay an extra night. Because we was actually, when you look on the radar, we were actually in the storm. And I was like, yo, this shit is crazy.
Well, yeah, Maryland and Jersey, they got hit pretty hard. Yeah.
So I waited till like 4 a.m. I saw that the storm moved enough for me to make that run. So, boom, shot through, got home Monday at 8:30, went straight to work, and we here. But I had an amazing time. The only part about it that was crazy, I felt like a grandpa. And I'm going to tell you why I felt like a grandpa. We had no room in the back of the van in the trunk. So I had to order this thing that goes on top of the trunk. Like when you go away, this big storage thing. And I had to put a lot of luggage in there. I felt like a fucking grandpa. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't bother me now that I drive a minivan. But once you put that thing on the top, I said, damn, I feel old.
You need an extra storage. How does that
like
make you feel old? That just means you have too many children.
See, this is a perfect example of lack of awareness. You already are in a grandpa stage if you're driving in a minivan. Wow. You've already all you're doing is just adding extra, incentives on the top of it. All you need now
too many children where he has to need all of this space where he needs a minivan because he has too many kids.
Yo,
you got SUVs with 12 seats. I don't want to hear that.
No, listen, no. Hold on. I got a Chrysler. I got a Chrysler that, yes, it is a minivan, but
it's not a minivan.
It's shaped like an SUV, so I can slide.
That's not going to work. We agreed. We agreed we would just be driving in two separate cars. There's no way in the world we are buying a minivan. I don't give a damn how many babies we have in this house. We're gonna be like, no, we got to hook them up in deuces because we ain't going in no many. We're not doing it.
Don't say no, not on his watch.
No, you ain't gonna have me in no khakis and Home Depot, just standing there in the
khakis.
Nah, that's not gonna work. Nope.
But that's how my great weekend went. I want to jump on the fact that shout out to New York State. We have a new mayor, first female mayor. So shout out to
what?
Excuse me, governor. I'm sorry. Governor. Sorry.
I was like, how long was I asleep?
Mayor, and I'm all like, yeah, mayor, governor.
What up, Lorraine? What up, Lorraine? I see y'all. You on the check-in.
Who's going to be our mayor? Eric Adams.
I cannot. Yeah, I can't.
I'm glad that you said that. I'm glad that you already know he's going to be the next mayor.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So the fix is already in.
The fix is already in. I'll be honest. I do not know her name. I saw her get sworn in.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. See if you can find it. Shout out to the fact that all New York State employees have to get vaccinated. I told y'all it was coming. So y'all now either have to get vaccinated or tested every Monday.
Kathy I can't pronounce the last name.
Kathy.
Kathy.
Governor Kathy.
Yeah.
How you doing, Governor Kathy? There it is. I mean, Kathy, right? Kathy? Her name is Kathy?
Kathy.
Kathy. Oh, okay.
Kathy.
Yeah. Shout out to her. And shout out to all y'all New York State employees. I think I'm very happy with the fact that y'all got to get vaccinated.
Is it state or is it New York City employees?
New York City employees. Y'all have to get vaccinated. I'm very happy with it.
They don't have to get vaccinated. They either have to get vaccinated or they have to be tested once a week.
Yeah. So that means you're either gonna get that shit shoved up your nose every week, every Monday.
It's not. I don't.
It's not bad. No, don't get it twisted. It's not bad.
When they first started, they used to push it all the way back to your throat.
You used to get javelin.
But now they just literally go like right here and call it a day.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad. You know what I mean. I've been tested more than that. What up, Candace? I see you on the check-in. How you feeling? Shout out to my goddaughter.
Oh, Candace, hey girl.
Yeah, but I'm happy about the vaccination. What I'm upset about is the booster situation. You know what I mean? I got that scary text about boosters, and I'm like, here go the bullshit.
There has never been another vaccine that you needed to get a booster so quickly afterwards.
Well, I was told
after you got the shot, you never needed to get a booster so quickly afterwards. I've never seen any other vaccine. If you
because it's not working.
It's not that it doesn't work, bro. It's that we have a new variant. The new variant is stronger than the regular COVID. With this Delta variant, it's stronger.
Even when you get a flu shot, you don't have to get another flu shot until the next year.
I'm so glad that you said that, Dawn, because I actually have a bridge that I'm selling, the Brooklyn Bridge. Because if you believe that there's a Delta variant that now is knocking out the original or is making the COVID vaccine less effective than it was before with the old variant, then I got a bridge that I can sell you. It's called the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm selling it for cheap, $85 million if you got it.
Yo, listen, bro. You know what it is? I think I've been more after getting my shots. I've been more calm than I was before. Like I've definitely been more calm. Yes, it's in my head. Y'all, everybody want to say that. It's in your head.
You know, like they gave people placebos just to calm them down. That's what it did for you. I'm not saying that there isn't any effects to the shot, but what it did was just give you a false sense of, because you can still get COVID. It just says that you're not supposed to die if you get it. You should be able to fight it off.
But with the new variant,
if you get it. But you want to say that happens, because there are people who have still gotten the COVID vaccine, who have then got COVID and then still died.
Yeah, but once again, like I said,
nothing in life is guaranteed. When it's your time to go, it's your time to go.
Right.
And I agree with you, but I'm not gonna push off the fact. I'm not gonna push off the fact that there's a chance.
This is you. This is God. When God says this is your time, it's your time, and He's taking you.
I'm mad that you had to get the watch. I'm so bad you had to get the watch for that whole. You know what I mean? He went with the bridge, you went with the watch. But I'm still pro-vaccine. I'm going to get my booster in 8 months. And we're going to do what we do. You know what I mean?
Hey,
what up, Sugar? You know
I'm just saying, we can try to do all the stuff that we want to do to prevent anything. When it is your time, it is your time. There is nothing you can do about it.
Listen, I want to take that chance. Like I said, I always tell you, you're going to have three boxes. You're going to have the people that had COVID and survived, the people that didn't get COVID at all, and then you're going to have people that had the vaccine. And that's what we're going to be in, those 3 boxes. So those 3 boxes is what's going to go on in life. The only fucked up part about it is I got to wear masks because of the people that don't have COVID, either had COVID or
that's not true.
Never got the vaccine.
That's not true.
Why do you feel that's not true, bro?
Because if that's the case, then basically what you're saying is you're wearing a mask because there's people that are unvaccinated, correct?
Right now, yeah.
So why are you still getting COVID?
First of all,
I've never had COVID, so I'm good.
The
I'm actually
people
good.
who are unvaccinated are supposed to wear masks, right? And if you wear a mask, it's me keeping whatever I got from you.
from you.
It's
So
keeping what I have from you. So
which
if I wear my mask unvaccinated and you're vaccinated, I cannot give you COVID simply because I have my mask on
At
and
this
I'm
point right
protecting
now,
me
at
from
this
you.
point right now, what up, Crystal? I see you in the check-in. Yo, happy belated birthday. That's my sister-in-law.
Oh,
Love
hey,
you, girl.
happy belated.
happy belated.
At this point, I mean, I'm at the point where, listen, nobody's wearing masks. Fuck you.
I am.
If you don't got it, nobody's wearing a mask. I'm wearing a mask, of course.
But my whole
But
thing
still.
is people
But
who
you're
don't
vaccinated.
wear
Why are you wearing a mask if
are
you're
not going to wear
vaccinated?
masks regardless.
Well, my job requires now that everybody wears a mask that's employed with the job,
And that's how it should be.
because they don't want the responsibility of someone catching COVID or anything in that situation.
What was that, Toad?
What?
You was like,
I had to turn up the freaking fan because the AC and the fan is on. That shit is burning my back. Freaking frigid cold. I got shorts on, t-shirt. It's freezing in here.
these headphones falling.
I did it with I tried to do it faster, tried to be the Flash, but it didn't work.
So, I mean,
Yeah,
that's where we
like
at with
what was
it.
there was an analogy. So the analogy goes, if I pee and I don't have on any pants, then I pee on you. If I pee and I have my pants on, I keep my pee to myself. That's just like wearing a mask.
Not necessarily.
If you wear your mask,
it's gonna go through your jeans and get on a substance that can now give me your wetness if you get up and I sit in it.
That sounds like something that should be on the Love, Sex, and Alcohol channel. If I pee on myself but I ain't got no pants on, I'm like, what kind of freaky shit she's in? Peeing on myself with no pants on?
Shout out to Love, Sex, and Alcohol this Friday. 9 to 10. Y'all can catch them live. They're going to be live in the studio. Elle's going to definitely have a great show. I can see that happening. Because I actually bought a good product from her last show, Thursday. So we'll see how that
Thursday?
goes. Yeah, I bought a product. Listen,
But you said Thursday. Don't they come on Friday?
Friday. I'm sorry, last Friday.
Get your life together, Dawn, please.
Yo,
It's that vaccine.
It's the Rainbow Refreshers. Stop playing with me. Vaccine got me doing good. I ain't gonna front. I ain't nervous. I'm in the street. I'm happy. Yo, fuck that. I'm happy. So let's get to.
Do you still go get tested because you can still get COVID?
Yes, I do. I haven't got tested yet, but I'm getting ready to go get tested. Just to be on my safe side. Like that's what I do that shit for. Me, to make sure I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm around these kids. I am outside. So I just want to be safe. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah, these people be outside, alright. I be looking at everybody Instagram. Everybody be outside. Nobody wears a mask. Vaccinated, not vaccinated.
Oh, one other thing, because you brought that shit up. Shout out to all these dumb motherfuckers doing this crate challenge. Y'all a bunch of dumb motherfuckers. But shout out to y'all that had to find something to do, so y'all doing it. You know what I mean?
I just want to know where they found all these crates.
Yeah, me too. Because, yo, they don't even deliver milk.
There's a lot of crates.
They don't even deliver
around.
milk anymore in crates. So where do y'all get?
Like I don't know where these crates came from. I'm like,
But I've been watching. But the dopest one I seen was a dude rolling a blunt, and he did the crate challenge. I think they was in the Bronx. So shout out to the Bronx.
I seen one where the guy was he was in the gym, so he didn't really have
the one doing the weights.
Yeah, he didn't really have any elements to push his ass down.
Yeah. So the topic of the day is why so sensitive?
Because I'm a sensitive person.
Why so sensitive? I need to understand why everybody is so sensitive nowadays. Like, yeah, it's every little thing. We was just having our brief comments about it. With me, it was the LBABCD click.
They
coming for your ass, and I'm not here for it.
Listen,
can I log off
too
now?
Many letters.
Right?
You have too many letters, kid.
The algorithms now is crazy. I'm surprised they ain't pull a plug on that bitch just now. Like, just the lights and shit just went off.
Listen, hold on. First of all, let's get this straight. I have no problems with anyone.
You better not.
And their sexuality. You know what I'm saying? None whatsoever. That's your choice. I'm pro-choice. So if you
You're
are
not
not
pro-choice.
heterosexual, yes I am.
No, you're
If
not.
you're not heterosexual,
You don't believe in
you're
abortion, so you're not pro-choice.
oh no, yeah, I don't believe in abortion.
Exactly.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't like. Listen, certain people believe
I
in
don't.
that shit.
You
I
listen.
don't.
You're. That's your prerogative.
There
It's
you
the
go,
fact that you just said.
Martine said it for me. LGBTQ. There we go. And I
There's
know it's the
more,
first one or two.
and there are more letters,
Yeah,
but we're gonna leave it be.
It's the
yeah,
fact
yeah,
that you said you're pro-choice, but then you said you're against abortion. And that's why I scratch
Exactly.
my
yeah.
head.
That's why I
Like
said
I
you're
don't.
Yeah,
not
yeah, bro.
pro-choice.
You're right. You're right. Because I'm against abortions. Like I don't feel
But
people
then that
should
means
just
you're
abort
not
kids.
pro-choice.
Exactly. That's
I think
exactly
that.
what I said, Tone.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
yeah.
know.
Those
All
are my
right.
exact. Those
I
are
mean,
my
certain
exact words.
choices. Certain choices. I'm saying with the
You are
LGBTQ.
pro sexual
I'm.
sexual
Yeah.
orientation.
Yes. Enjoy your sex the way you enjoy your sex. I enjoy my sex the way I enjoy my sex. That's what I'm saying. But I'm not sensitive about it. That's the part I'm talking about. You know what I mean? There's a sensitive. They're
About
to me
what,
they're extra sensitive. Like that's the reason. Like they'll shut you down just for saying something about them. And I feel like that's like super sensitive. And of course I'm talking about the baby and his situation. You know what I mean?
I don't think it. You know what? I think it's not what you say. It's how you say it.
He was rapping. Let's get this straight. He wrote a song. He said it in a song.
And what
How
what are
many?
the what are
How
the
many
lyrics?
people? How many people have said something about the people of
This is a different day and
and
age.
All right.
We
Let me
can't
let
go.
me
We
stop.
can't
Let
go
me
back to
stop.
I'll break it
old.
down. Hold on. I'm gonna
We
catch y'all
can't
real
go
quick.
back to old rappers. Like we can't
Why?
go back to
Why?
Biggie or because it was
DMX,
a
rest in
different day
peace.
and age. It was a different
DMX,
day.
rest in peace. He said a remark in one of his songs.
That's
You know
what I'm
what I
saying.
mean?
It was a
Homo
different day.
thugs
Like
get no love. You don't remember
being,
that?
or
But yet
you
they
have to
still
also remember
celebrated
it
him. Did
wasn't
nobody say
also,
nothing to him?
but it also wasn't as normalized as being gay then as it is now.
It's the sensitivity part.
It's a
They didn't
lack of
shut him. Go ahead,
the
Tom.
baby situation was a lack of awareness. He was at Rolling Loud, and you know how when you're in a concert, it's like put one hand in the air if you got $1 in your pocket, or you know uh scream if your house is paid off or whatever. He chose to say, you know if you haven't got HIV in the house, put a light up. If you don't got AIDS and gonna die in 3 weeks, put your hand up. If you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your hand up. Now, it's a lack of awareness because there are people, and he has a lack of education of HIV and AIDS. There are people who were born with AIDS. So you're going to tell me somebody that maybe in their teens or early age or whatever, in their teens or early 20s, who grew up, unfortunately, with the HIV virus, you basically are shouting them out when it's not their fault that they were born with HIV. It's not
Correct.
their fault that they were born with AIDS. He has a lack of awareness when he did that. Now, because he did that and he made that mistake, should he get canceled? Should he be blackballed and stuff like that? I don't think so, because there were other people who done just as worse as he did.
Thank you, because he
And
has a daughter to
continue
feed.
and continue. It's not about. I mean, everybody has a family to feed. That's really not an excuse. Everybody has a family to feed, but it's just, to me, he just lacked awareness. And then also, again, the atmosphere now is where if you say anything that might not be politically correct, they're going to put the shackles on you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, listen, man. Eddie Murphy came out almost 22 years later and apologized for Raw, one of the
And yeah,
greatest comedy stand-ups ever.
hell,
He
motherfucking
had to
yeah.
come out and apologize while he was doing a presser for Dolomite's the name. He got ahead of it because he knew the retroactive woke were going to come back and be like, hey, you made jokes about these people and you made jokes about that people. And, everybody wants to pull back they want to go back in the DeLorean and go back into the future and, demonize people for things that they did when they were younger and
They were
make it
different
a
people
prep.
then.
Different people it was a lot of things that were
No, but I'm
happening.
trying to
I
say
mean, it was a
You were a different person back then. You have grown up. You don't do those things anymore. I don't feel that I should have to apologize for the younger me. Now, if I do something today that is not supposed to be, it's not politically correct, and people are offended by it, then I should have to apologize now. I should not have to go back and apologize for shit that I said 20 years ago.
And that goes with Kevin Hart. Him having to apologize for something he said before. And I agree with you. I agree with you. Like, first of all, if he made that comment, it was during a joke. Why is it so serious now than it was before? And hold on, shout out to Nicole Claire. Make sure y'all tune in. Her show today is 9 to 10, right after the Evening Rush on the Evening Rush Network.
It's not right after. She's got an hour. So y'all come back now. Don't leave. Come back.
And she will be on YouTube as well. But my thing is like this. Every time you make a statement, why do you have to apologize for some shit in the past?
You know what? I feel it depends on what the statement said. Because some people...
What up, Amy? Dave Chappelle has not apologized once, and he was even bigger than both. And I don't believe he was bigger than Eddie Murphy.
She didn't say both. She said bigger than before.
Oh, before. Right. I'm sorry. Okay.
You can't even read.
My bad.
I'm glad that she brought up the Dave Chappelle situation, because Dave Chappelle is very strategic in things that he does. Because what he does is he takes the lens of the way you view things, and he's done this masterfully with the LGBT community. He took their lens and he turned it right back on them. Mm-hmm. So if you're attacking my ideology, you're attacking your own ideology. That's what made him so smart, because all you got to do is look at the skit where he had all of them in the car and they were all driving. The L's, he called them the L's, the B's, the T's, and the Q's. If you look at that skit, he nailed it. He hit it right on the head, because that is the way they view each other.
Yeah.
And you can't sit there and spin it and say, well, that's not what we do, because you've done it. Y'all have actually because he said he spoke to everybody in that community, and he knows how they operate and how they move. So when he made those jokes, the only thing they could do is go, nigga ain't lying.
Yeah. What's good, Benga? I see you on the
So you can sit there and try to cancel him, but the only thing you're doing is pointing the gun back at yourself. Because you're discriminating against your own LGBT community. In a sense. The way he put it in the joking form.
Mm-hmm.
So
shout out to Benga for his comment. But you're absolutely right. At the end of the day, they're rapping about their lifestyles. I don't think they should be prosecuted for something they're saying during.
Wait a minute, we're not going to sit here and act like rappers be talking about their lifestyles, because a lot of them make this shit up.
You're talking about the newer rappers. I'm talking about the older rappers, the rappers that are now who got them banned. You know what I'm saying? They some of them are living a different lifestyle,
and they go after who they particularly want to go after. Because I mean,
Facts.
There was a whole hoopla when Eminem was using homophobic slurs, and in his first two albums, and people kind of had things to say about him. And how did he make it right? He got on stage, did a song with Elton John, did Oppressor, and was talking about how he's not homophobic, and yet he still uses the derogatory term in music.
That means if you look that word up in the dictionary, it means tied together, sticks tied together with string.
I guess the sticks mean these. I guess I don't know, but
it doesn't mean penises. It doesn't.
I never said the word. I never said the word. So I don't know what you're talking about. But
tied together with two sticks. I mean, with string. It means actual sticks, like wood.
You're not making
like
it
a tree.
Better. You're not making it any better.
A tree.
A tree branch.
Listen, if it ain't a stick in a hole, I'm good. Anyway, we gotta pay some
problem.
bills.
There do be stick in a hole. That's the problem.
Listen,
it depends on what hole it is. And
it's the right hole, goddammit.
It all depends on what's the sex of the hole. That's all.
No, fuck that. It's the right host.
What?
It's a female host.
What?
There we go. Now we gotta pay some bills. We're going to commercial real quick, yo. Shout out to the Evening Rush. If you want to get your show on the Evening Rush Network, this is what you do.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Yo, we're back. It's Leave the Rush Network. Shout out to Rainbow. Shout out to Tone. We in the building. We're talking about Why So Sensitive. Shout out to our sponsors, The Gallery, Plush Vodka, Sayings by Butter, Plush Apparel LLC, Gear Up on J. Mac Lane, a concern, and a solution network. Envious Creations and Martine Felton. You know what I mean? Shout out to Martine Felton. You know what I mean? You can actually catch us on Instagram, on all these places. The Evening Rush Show, One by Rainbow, which is her massage page, is why I sent it, because it's her business page. Make sure y'all hit her up.
I've got several businesses, and you should put them all up there.
Yeah, but I like One by Rainbow. It's the best one. Get that massage on. You know what I mean? Get right. You know what I mean?
Right.
You already know. You
I mean, I don't know. You really like Rainbow Refreshers too.
Oh yeah, all day. Shout out to the Rainbow Refreshers. I'm always right with them shits. Topic of the day: why so sensitive? You know what I mean? Oh, we got more. Shout out to Marilyn Polite Parish. Appreciate you on the check-in.
Spirit fingers.
Tone is more like a person that's here when he wants to be.
That's not true.
I don't look at Tone as a guest anymore. He's been on the show multiple times. Tone's been with us since
I'm just a guest. You're a guest.
Yeah, Tone is not a guest no more.
I will always act like a guest.
I officially feel that you're part of our show. To be
honest.
honest.
First of all, we had asked Tone to be part of the show. He says, I can't commit to that.
Yeah, definitely.
First off, I don't remember that. Number two, I didn't see any legal documentations that would illegally bond me to the Evening Rush Network.
There's no. If you would have said jail, you would have got a legal document.
Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. Cause
Oh, what's good, Double P? That's my girl right there. Shout out to Double P.
That's why she Double P. Polite Parish.
Got you. We're talking about why so sensitive. Y'all was talking about. Oh no, Tone P, you good? Tone is Tone. You know what I mean? Always to my death. That's my brother right there. So y'all was also talking about the young lady from the Olympics, correct?
What was Sha'Carri Richardson?
Yes.
Sha'Carri.
I'm not even gonna try it. I'm good.
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Her name is Sha'Carri Richardson.
Shorty. I'm call her Shorty.
I mean, really. I mean, with that situation, it was how it started. She was, she got tested positive for smoking weed, and she couldn't run in the Olympics.
Remember when, if I'm not mistaken, she's from Colorado.
She was. I think she was in Oregon, where it's illegal to smoke weed.
She was in, and she's from Colorado. So
she's from Colorado. It was legal to smoke weed
in Colorado,
but it was illegal
for the sport of. I mean, to be.
Do they got that in writing? Do they got that in writing?
It's a rule. It's a rule. It's in the bylaws. You're not supposed.
I just want to know.
They didn't just make this up on a whim because they caught her smoking weed and was like, "Hey, we need to ban her because she's smoking weed."
You don't remember that's what they did.
Like I said, these motherfuckers be sensitive, so that's why I'm.
That ain't got nothing to do with sensitivity. That has nothing to do with sensitivity. That's everything to do with rules and regulations. She got caught smoking weed. So she wasn't able to go to the Olympics. There were people that were capping like she should race. They need to ban what she's doing. And if you talked against it, there were people who were coming for your head. Like, you ain't supporting the sister. If you was black, you were saying, well, she broke the rules. You were technically a coon.
My
and you should.
why do other people care? She said, all right, I got that I fucked up. I take full responsibility. If she took full responsibility, it don't matter what else anybody else got to say.
I just don't feel it's a fuck up because, like we said, this is weird. At her home, she's legal, so she could have been smoking weed before, and then all of a sudden came to the Olympics and she was
no.
high.
First of all, for the sport of running, I don't think she.
Lack of awareness. Lack of awareness. If you don't know whether or not smoking weed is illegal and it'll get you kicked out of the Olympics, maybe you should talk to someone who knows if this can actually disqualify you from running in the Tokyo Olympic Games. But Rainbow, you said something that's real interesting. Why does everyone care? Why does everyone have an opinion? Because everyone opinion now matters.
Why?
That's the part of the sensitive part. Every social media and everybody's opinion matters. I have a voice. Why? Why do I have a voice? Because I have an Instagram, I have a Twitter, I have a Facebook. So my opinion should matter. And when someone doesn't give a shit about your opinion, that's when people get in their feelings. You see it every day. Somebody could post a picture on Facebook and it gets no likes, and people are in their bag because they don't get. Why didn't nobody like my picture?
I'm gonna give you a hint on that. Go put it in your story. You'll get some hits. There you go. Put it in your story. Everybody. That's how I realized I can sit there all day, post a picture. If I post a picture of my family, I'm get maybe 10 likes. I post a picture of me and my wife, I get no likes. But I post a business picture, I might get 2 or 3 likes, and I'm kind of good. So that just tells me that if I don't post something about my family, nobody really cares to me. I feel like that's not important.
People are watching, they're just not liking. They'll look
if
at
I
it,
put that shit in a story, I'll put that shit in an Instagram story with some music, you got like 100 and 200, 300 likes off that one thing. So people watch your stories more than anything else I'm noticing.
Let me ask both of y'all, because both of y'all follow me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram. How often do I post?
Not too much. I'll give
you I want to say like 3 times a year.
Right. You want to know why? Because I don't live on social media. I don't give a shit about about the likes, about the thumbs up. I don't care about none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You do, Martin, because them kids are just
so, because that's not what's important to me. My real life is what's important to me. Not my life that people put on Instagram and on Facebook, because a lot of people are faking it till they make it.
Facts.
And the reason why they're so sensitive is because they're living their life precariously through social media. So if they don't get affirmation through social media, they get sensitive about everything and anything around them. Because, it's like, oh, well, I'm basically giving you my life on social media and nobody cares about it. Nobody gives a shit about what you put up on. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody. Yeah, it's not even a matter. It's not even a matter.
People and they're just taking pictures and videos and this, that, and the third, and I'm sitting there. I'm just trying to enjoy the moment. Maybe that's the old school me, when you didn't have a phone, when you didn't have a goddamn camera in your back pocket, when you couldn't do shit like that. You just had to live in the moment. Mm-hmm. That's all the fuck I know. Mm-hmm. I take a picture here and there, but that's about it. But most of the time, I'm just trying to make mental notes. I guess people take pictures so they can be like, oh, that was a good night. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, me personally, I understand and I get it. You know what I mean? Most of the time, like I said, social media is to me, it's like a diary. So I'm a little different. I post a lot. You know what I'm saying? So most of the time I post stuff, random thoughts that I'll just be having through my head, or something about the family. You know what I mean? And the thing that I get the most is from a lot of people is, well, why do you put your life on social media? That's my choice.
What do you put on social? I'm trying to figure out what the hell you put on social media. What do you be?
Most of the time, like I said, if it's not business, it's I put something about the family or a random thought that runs through my head while I'm doing whatever. It's just like a diary to me.
Oh, I guess it
You know what I'm
just
saying?
doesn't
To
show
me,
up. So
writing
I don't ever see that.
get these things out of my head, I choose to write about them. You know what I mean? If that makes me a little sensitive, I agree.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? But
you are sensitive because you were Cancer.
facts. You
It
know what I
happens.
mean? Facts. We wear our emotions on our sleeve, and I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to the sensitivity signs in a minute.
I'm
Go
glad
ahead,
that
Tone.
you just said something about what you just mentioned. And another thing too is people are very critical of criticism. Um, if you ask somebody their opinion on something and you give them their honest opinion on
And they
what
don't like
you
it.
and they don't like it, they're so in their feelings and so in their bag. It's almost as if now if you say something negative about something, you're a hater. you
Yeah.
know, oh, you're hating. It's like, no, you asked me an honest question. I'm giving you an honest answer. That's why when sometimes people ask me for my advice, my new thing is now don't ask me for no advice because my advice is not valued.
Mm-hmm.
And when somebody asks me, what do you mean by that? I said, well, my opinion isn't valued because if you actually respect my opinion, what I'm about to say to you, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, you would just respect it and move on. And you wouldn't have a quote unquote critical thought after I said it. Like, was he trying to hate on me? Was he trying to diss me or something like that? No, it might just be
Facts.
like, I don't like, uh, you know, the car you bought or the color that you bought it in. Or, do you like this apartment? I'm like, if you like it, I love it.
Right.
That's not an answer. I mean, what's good for you may not be good for me.
Is
Facts.
my opinion gonna change? It's gonna change yours.
It
Ten,
might
nine
bother
times out of
your
10, it don't
opinion
change a
might bother
goddamn
some,
thing.
So
but
why does it matter?
it might bother certain people. They might be
But this is what
sensitive
I'm
to the
saying.
fact
If
of
you're
what
gonna,
you say.
but like Tom was saying, if
Some
someone
people
says,
can't
"Oh,
take
do you like my
constructive
car?"
criticism.
Then
And
don't ask.
that's my
Yeah.
whole thing. If my opinion is not going to change yours, not gonna wait, it's not gonna waver at all. Don't ask me for my opinion. Like people that I ask their opinion, that means that I'll take their opinion into consideration, and that might be a factor into what I'm asking.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? Like I ask my
Yeah.
man certain things because whatever he says might weigh on to whether I decide if I'm going to do something or not. If I don't ask for your opinion, there's nothing you can say to me that's going to make me change my
I don't know.
mind.
I'm scared to ask my wife certain things. I'm not gonna lie.
I get no. My whole thing is if I'm no matter what going to do whatever it is that I have set in my mind, I'm not going to ask you your opinion because if you tell me no and I already know that my answer is yes, you saying no to me is not going to change my yes. So
And that
why
is
am I
why
asking
I'm
you your
scared to ask my
opinion?
wife certain things. Majority of things I ask her, I get the no. No, I think.
But this is what I'm saying. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not asking my man something that I already know.
But you
a
want
yes for me.
you want your significant other's opinion.
Nope.
You want their opinion.
I want his opinion if I want his opinion. If I have a definite yes in my head or a definite no in my head, I'm not asking your opinion.
You're not asking. I ask. I don't know why. Maybe that's me. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the
If
thing.
I know it's not, if
I
I know
want to
it's not,
know. I want to know if I'm making that right judgment call. So I will ask for an opinion. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna follow the opinion, but I'm gonna ask because that also helps me say whether, the way I feel. Whether okay, give me your opinion is telling me maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong.
If I have a critical decision to make, I ask people I ask critical thinking people for their opinion on it. So I don't say yay or nay to something that I might feel that I'm not completely in agreement of, or if I'm like, should I do it or shouldn't I do it? I ask critical thinking people what their opinions are on a specific whatever it may be. I ask my wife, I ask Dawn, or what I'm saying, other people, what their opinion on something is before I make a critical decision. But if I've already made my mind up, I'd be like, yeah, well, I'm doing this. And it,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. If I
right.
have already made up my mind, there's no reason for me to ask your opinion. I'm just gonna tell you, like, this is what I'm
Now,
doing.
right now, if you choose
What if
to
that? But see
say,
sometimes that opinion can save your life, and I say that because I came across a situation where I wanted to be something wanted to drag me back to the street, and because of the right opinion from somebody, I said to myself, why? You know,
if my whole definite yes to something is something that I know is not going to get me hurt, put in jail, dead, anything like that. It's nothing. It's not going to be something that I think is going to be, detrimental to my health or anything like that. So that's the definite yes. If you're talking about the streets, no, you should have already knew that should have been a no.
I think I agree with you, Amy. Same thing as Rainbow saying. You know what I mean? If that's something that definitely made your mind up. I just want to, swing off of this for 2 seconds. I want to go off on the zodiac signs. I want to see the sensitivity of certain zodiac signs. I'm going to start at number 12. Capricorn. Capricorn is the least sensitive zodiac sign. Do y'all agree or disagree?
I don't know, and I don't give a shit. I'm not a goddamn Capricorn.
Capricorn.
You can leave me out of this until you get to Libra.
Got you.
I know 3 Capricorns
and then
in my life.
Scorpios and Sagittarius. I'll come back.
All right, here we go. Number 11. Aquarius. Too easygoing to be sensitive. Sagittarius makes number 10.
My mother and my sister are Sagittarius. They're sensitive.
I don't know. That's not what they're saying, though.
I'm telling you.
Number 10 is Sagittarius. Takes everything as a joke.
No.
That's not true.
No.
No.
Nothing is a joke.
The next
Nothing is a joke for Sagittarius.
Ain't a goddamn thing a joke for no goddamn Sagittarius. Nothing.
That ain't nothing a joke.
Nothing.
Number 9, Taurus. Taurus can be sensitive. Number 8,
are very
Virgo.
Sensitive.
I don't feel you're sensitive, Rainbow, at all.
What?
I'm not gonna motherfucking lie.
I cry at the drop of a dime.
It says like I said, it says you can be sensitive. I don't.
No, I'm sensitive.
Personally,
I'm telling you.
Number 8.
Other sources, but I am very.
Number 8, Virgo. Virgos often get touchy. Number 7, the crazy people in my eyes.
Geminis. I was gonna say
They take everything to heart.
They crazy as cat shit.
Hell yeah.
They do.
You don't know who the fuck you're dealing with.
You don't know who you're talking to on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, you don't know who the fuck you're talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, Libra. They feel and get hurt easily.
That's a fucking dub. That is a dub.
I knew Toe was gonna say that shit.
That's a dub.
When is Libra? What month? September?
September 22nd to October 21st.
Yeah,
you said September
up.
What?
September 22nd to October 21st.
Yeah, they
getting ready to come wait
up.
a minute, hold up. That means my man is a Libra? No, he ain't sensitive. But no, he's not a Libra.
Aries made number 5, fly off the wall, kind of sensitive. Number 4 is the Leo, gets teary quickly. I think since what Rainbow's saying, they should switch. I don't know, but I
don't believe
agree.
I don't believe Leos are that sensitive.
No.
My grandfather, God rest his soul.
There is some Leos that are sensitive there because they're mixed with the Cancer sign. So
Leos are usually all about themselves, so you can't tell them something about themselves and make them sensitive about it because they be like, I know this is fucking true.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
I think they hide their sensitivity.
You know what's crazy, Don? Because I was just about to talk about my grandfather, God rest his soul, who was a Leo, and I only see my grandfather cry one time, and that was a week before he passed away from cancer.
Wow.
When he had all of his he had all of his kids and all of his grandkids all together. That is the only time I see my grandfather cry. My grandfather did not cry at my grandmother's funeral, and that was the only time I seen him cry. So that was.
I think he might have cried personally.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, I didn't see it at the funeral. I didn't see him crying. So, but that was the only time I seen my grandfather cry.
Well, God rest him. Number 3, Scorpio. They're angry, sensitive.
I don't know. My grandfather was a Scorpio, and I ain't never. This man was not sensitive at all.
Angry, sensitive. Yes, I agree.
Angry, sensitive? No.
I look at Smiley all the time.
Yeah, he and my grandmother used to go at it, so maybe.
Number 2, Pisces, an emotional wreck. And number one,
of course, it's you.
Cancer all day. The most sensitive. Cancers are the most sensitive zodiac of all. I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. I will not say it's not true. You don't hide your feelings. You what? Listen, I think Leos, certain Leos, y'all do hide your feelings. My wife is a Leo. I'm around Leos 24/7. My mother-in-law is a Leo. My sister-in-law is a Leo. My children are Leos. So, I think they're Cancers. Nope, bro, the most sensitive. I agree. I have to agree.
Cancers are very sensitive.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Banger. Yeah, me and Banger are both Cancers. Banger, you know
Banger
you're sensitive,
may not
bro.
be a sensitive Cancer, but Dawn is.
Banger is sensitive. He's a
Banger, you sensitive, I hear.
That man. That's one of my bros too. He's a heart person. He loves strong. You know what I mean? Him and his fiance are definitely dope.
That doesn't mean he's sensitive. That just means he loves.
Yo, that nigga do a lot of romantic shit. Don't get it twisted. He do a lot of romantic shit. When he was doing his podcast,
that just means he's romantic. That doesn't mean he's sensitive.
Hold on, y'all running down real quick now. My husband is a Leo. He takes a lot for him to cry. He might cry on the inside. So don't get that. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. They cry on the inside. Because my wife, she's the same way. She don't cry at all. Oh, what's good, Stuck? I see you on the check-in.
Stuck was
let
good.
Let me tell you something. Taurus is, I don't know. I know me. I cry at least once a day.
And he's very sensitive. Yeah, you know what I mean? I gotta admit, us Cancers are very sensitive. Rainbow, I don't see sensitive in Taurus too much. That's the one thing about me.
Well, maybe I'm not supposed to be a Taurus, because goddamn it, this is a sensitive one right here. This one right here.
Tone, I don't see Tone getting sensitive. I think he gets sensitive once in a blue. I can see him. I probably feel like you know, same thing with Benga. When it comes to love, you're sensitive. You know what I mean?
You're romantic. You're not sensitive. You're romantic.
Romantic is part of sensitivity because you take a part of that sensitivity to put in. Yes, you take romance. You take sensitivity to put in romance. You got to be sensitive to how your
well, remember, Rob Tresvant said, she need a man with sensitivity. So I guess
sensitive.
I thought that was the wackest shit when it first came out. I ain't gonna hold you because I was like, this. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but I like New Edition and everything like that. Tone is a Cancer moon. What in the fuck does that mean? I don't see. She does all this quasars and these star moons and rainbow bright. I don't know what the fuck a Cancer and starlight moon means. What the fuck? What does that mean? What am I, a Cancer and heart of soul? What does that mean?
You have Cancer tendencies.
I don't know what is that.
Sensitive to Tone.
That's sensitive parts.
That means that's your
I agree with Martine.
right there.
There used to be a stone in front of the Tone. I had to drop the stone. So what did that tell you? I was always stone cold with it.
Stone cold Tone.
It was stone Tone. That was it.
Can you check
until you met Martine, and then that's when your moon became Cancer.
I don't know what that. What?
Amy, I'm gonna try that for another show. I definitely try that for another show to try the Cancer, the sensitivity in Chinese zodiacs. That sounds actually dope.
I'm either a dog or a cock.
You're a cock. I don't know. I don't know.
Which is a rooster, but they say.
I was born 1975. Oh, you got to tell her what year you was born. I was born 1975. I think I'm a rabbit.
Like I said, I think I'm either a dog.
Stone Tone is not sensitive. Sugar said Stone is not sensitive. But I'm Sugar. You see one side of when you see word. Sensitive. You only see one side of Tone. We see
only thing she listen. The woman put up the woman. All right.
So she.
Huh?
I said,
the woman don't know what the fuck she talking about. She don't know shit. She said I'm not sensitive. Right? I'm not sensitive. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? What?
Sugar said you're not sensitive.
Right.
Your woman said that y'all.
Yes, there is
Yes.
a level of sensitivity. There's a level of sensitivity that we all must have. That's a level of being human. That's called humanity. Thank you.
He has a
Thank
great
you.
heart.
I have a great heart. Thank you so much. See, one love. You know what I'm saying? One love. You know, because I got the information wrong. I thought they were saying he said they were saying you were saying that I was sensitive. I'm like, what?
No,
But
it's not sensitive.
I'm the rabbit.
right, that's why I said I was getting it mixed up because Dawn was saying one thing, you were saying another. But you know, yeah, I mean, having a level of sensitivity is being human. You know, but I mean, open. But I'm not an open nerve. You know what I'm saying?
My sensitivity get me in trouble, so I don't know.
I ain't gonna front though. I was sitting watching Good Times on Saturday, and it was the episode where JJ got shot by Mad Dog. And remember, it was part 2, and James was gonna break Mad Dog's leg in the hallway, and he got into the argument with the mother, and the mother smacked him, and he was like, "Well, you know, where was our father? You know, where was he, Mama?" And he was crying, and he was like, "What you want to do? You want to hit me?" And James is talking to Florida, and he was like, "You know, how am I supposed to feel sorry for the man who shot my son?" And that did a little something to me, you know, because that was it tugged at my strings a little bit.
You had no tears?
I didn't cry. I was just like, "That's deep. That's some deep shit," you know, as some grown man shit. Because I'm like, that's deep. Whereas a grown adult African American man can see a teenager who didn't grow up with a father, whose mother was struggling with other children, you know, basically getting caught up in the system. And this man, because of the path that unfortunately was chose for him, he, you know, was living a life of crime, and he ended up shooting his son. His James Jr., JJ James Evans Jr. He shot his son, and he had humility into saying, "I feel sorry for the man that shot my son." That's deep. And you know, when we kids, we don't pay attention to that because we like, "Oh, it's good times. JJ got shot." You know, why? You know, why is James letting him walk out of the courtroom? But that shit was deep. And like, I mean, I've seen it a couple of episodes as an adult. I always thought that was such a deep scene because the reactionary part of it would be like, "I'm gonna snap his neck." You know, motherfucker shot my son. But for him to say, "How do I feel sorry for the man who shot my son?" That's deep. I say all that to say, I was just like,
that was a little sensitive.
Damn it!
Thank you, Amy. By the way, I appreciate that.
Television.
Not a good time.
Yo,
you know,
time out.
The Fresh Prince. The scene that always gets me is Fresh Prince is when Will's like,
"Why you don't want me? Why he don't want me? Why he don't want me?"
That's the one that gets me.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Over this weekend, me, Joy, and Jawanda was watching Best Man Part 2. You already know what part we cried.
Oh Jesus!
Best Man Holiday.
Yeah. Yo, we was all crying.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about that movie, Martin. You better not say a goddamn thing in the comment section about that movie. If you do, it's gonna be a divorce. You better not say nothing about that goddamn movie. And I'm saying it now. Shut up, woman. Now go ahead.
Yo, we was like emotional wrecks, all three of us. Yeah, that was a great movie though. I cannot front. I was like, damn. Because you know,
I think I'm an emotional wreck. I'm coming clean. I think I'm an emotional wreck. Because when Tony shot Manolo at Scarface, I was like, that's his motherfucking ends.
Nah, it was
It
was when Tupac shot Raheem, right there, bro. That was
nah. Manolo and Tony was different, son.
Bro,
Manolo and Tony was different, son. That was different. Because even when he was in there getting super bumped up, and he sat back and he grabbed his chest and he was like, "No." He knew his heart was gonna burst. He was so high and he was so out of his mind until he just realized, like, yo, I just killed my fucking brother.
Yeah. There's
only two people I think in this world that he really loved, was his sister and Manolo.
Yeah. Definitely.
I that's just how I think when it came down to his mom, he wanted to do right by her because he did so much wrong. So he felt like coming back into her life and bringing money, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But he never really wanted to make right with his mother. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can laugh now. Go ahead. Okay. But what's the topic, man? We get back to why so sensitive.
Why so sensitive? You
right.
being sensitive about these movies.
Yeah, we showing that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, it's crazy.
But we about to blow anyway. But
I mean, Maz was still when Scar killed Mufasa.
Oh yeah, that was deep.
That was just grimy. That was more anger. You know, because he was like,
I was young when
spit
that
over
happened.
him. Long
Kid just said Scarface all the way.
When he was like,
young.
long live.
I wasn't angry. I was just hurt. Like, oh my God.
I knew what that was from the gate. When Scar stood over him, he was like, long live the king. I was like, you dirty. I knew he was going to do it. Dirty bastard.
You gonna kill your brother.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
Yo. All right, before we ride out, yo, let them know how you giving it up, Toe.
Love each other, stop being so sensitive, and be more compassionate to other people. You know, these things, your cell phones, I see so many people videotaping people getting hurt, falling into train tracks, getting in cars turned over. You know, the companionship, you know, we are all human, so we should actually put down the cameras and actually help each other. So maybe you should do a little bit more of that.
Why would I do that? I got a mama business. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Rainbow, how you going out?
Don said, back in the day, he tried to help somebody and they tried to beat his ass. So who knows? Sometimes you gotta mind your business.
You know when to mind your business in certain situations. I had a situation like that too. Dude was beating on his girl, and I jumped in the middle of it and was like, "Do that to me," and she was like, "Leave him alone." I was like, "All right, cool." Got the fuck right out the way.
I walked off. Bitch jumped on my back. I was tight.
Oh, no, you ain't jumping on my back.
Yo, like, what the I was putting the hands on the homie.
See, I know about stuff like that. When you intervene in a fight or something like that, domestic violence, you never get in between them. You always separate them, and you always have them at arm's length away from you, because you don't want somebody behind you and having the ability to jump on your back, stab you in the back, or do something like that. So when I did it, I was like, yo, y'all move this way, da-da-da. And I was like, you like hitting on women, why don't you hit on me? And she's like, no, stop it. That's my man. I'm like, listen, ma'am, are you sure you want to do this?
Man, you just beat your ass. You sure you want me to let that beat your ass?
Sure you want to do that?
Apparently she wanted that ass whooping.
I guess she felt that's how he shows his love. He loves me though, but I know he loves me. Are you crazy?
How you going out, Rainbow?
Be compassionate. Stop trying to cancel everybody. Everybody don't need to be canceled. Some people do, but not everybody. So, just have a little sympathy for people.
Facts. All right, I'm going out with two things real quick.
I don't know if we want to hear what Dawn going out with.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm about my own shit. Shout out to R. Kelly, man. Listen, you going through his trial now, and the shit y'all coming up with to take this dude out is crazy. Super,
Dawn,
super duper
but you
crazy.
know he's a pedophile. You know he's a pedophile.
No, okay. Put him on trial for that shit. The shit that he had herpes and he gave it to this girl. Listen, motherfuckers, she could have had herpes from her man, the last man. So you don't know that shit. Certain shit, you know what I mean? Put him away for the right shit.
But there's a lot of people in the industry who have herpes. Yeah, that is in the loop kind of a.
But they dragging him down for that. That's what in the first part of the trial. That's all it's been. He had herpes. He gave it to her. You know what I mean? So.
That's supposed to be out. That's supposed to be an O, not a P.
Oh, okay. Nah, listen. I love R. Kelly's music. I'm with R for the music. Anything else, the shit that he did. I want him in jail. I'm not gonna lie.
Talent over morals. Talent over morals.
But I do love R. Kelly music.
Talent over morals.
I said I want him to go to jail, bro. I didn't say I didn't want him to go to jail. I just feel take him to jail for the right shit. You know what I'm saying? Also, before I go out, You know what I mean? I want this to be clear. Stop putting these men every time somebody say hey, hi, or he touch you on the leg. Just because he touched you on the leg, it could have been something nice.
What?
Stop putting that man under pressure, man, like that.
No.
That's not
Wait,
sexual
does
harassment.
This man know this woman? Does this man know this woman? If you
apparently most of the
woman,
niggas that's getting locked up for the shit and being put on this Me Too shit, yeah, they know the people.
Don't go around touching people.
Can I just add something?
It was probably a friendly touch. Can
I just add something?
Hey.
Go ahead, Tony.
Go ahead.
I've always done this. They need to start doing the Keanu Reeves. For years, Keanu Reeves takes pictures with women and he does not touch them. He doesn't put his arms around them. He don't do none of that. Why? Because he don't want none of the false smoke. Exactly. He don't want nobody feeling uncomfortable about that. She touched me. He's like, nah, that's not going to happen. He don't do hugs. He don't do none of that. Even if you ask him for
touching people, you have no idea what is going on in someone else's head. How do you know that this person wasn't sexually assaulted before, and now every time someone touches them, it brings a flashback? So don't go around touching people.
I agree,
don't go around touching people.
I'm just saying, Bill Cosby alone.
I never been a touchy leg person. I never been somebody that's like, hey, shorty, and touch the end of the thigh. I've never done that. I never done that because again, even if you wanted me to touch you in the thigh like that, there's a time and place for all that. And I
think some people are just a little too sensitive. And that's just what it is, man.
You know what it is.
Need to stop being so sensitive about everything.
You're not a woman. You're not a woman. So you don't know how it feels to be touched by a man, especially by
I know what it's like to be touched by a woman. So I've been sexually harassed by women. I've been sexually harassed by women.
How does it feel?
I felt like a piece of meat. This woman
bothered me.
This woman hugged me before, and this is when I was getting my workout on, and she felt my back. She was like, "Ooh." I was like,
that's sexual harassment. So we need a men. We need a men. We need a men Me Too movement. I think we need a man Me Too movement.
Let me tell you something. If you have been, it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a male. But what I'm trying to say is, more times than most, it's usually women that are sexually harassed. And women feel more so sexually harassed because a lot of times men are making advances that women don't want.
That's very true. Let me ask you a question. I always kind of tease my wife about this for a second. All right, let's say your great ex-governor Mario Cuomo, right? He goes, gives you a hug, touches you around your waist, gives you a kiss on the cheek. Immediately, how would you feel about that? Well, Rainbow, I'm asking you. Yes, how would you feel about that?
Let me tell you something.
Your honest opinion.
I'm a different person. I wouldn't feel anything about it. It would feel the presence of how he came in about it. You can tell someone.
Let's kind of feel like he walked in and was like, hey, Rainbow, it's beautiful meeting you. It's nice meeting you. And he hugged you, and then he's like, then he kind of left a little on the end of it. Yeah.
I mean, if it was Cuomo, I might not have said nothing, no.
So all right, now.
Shout out to Governor Cuomo. We love you, man.
Same situation happens, but it's Idris Elba. How would you feel? I rest my case. Good night, everyone.
Wait, what did you say? I lost that one. What did you say?
It's only sexual harassment when it's somebody that they're attracted to. I rest my case.
It literally is a difference if it's somebody that you want to touch you and somebody you don't want to touch you.
Sexual harassment is sexual harassment. It shouldn't be because it's someone that you think is handsome.
I don't feel harassed.
Okay.
He just didn't make her feel harassed.
I know.
Okay. For example, hold on. My wife loves Morris Chestnut. When we went to see him live, for her birthday that year, Morris Chestnut. And he gave her a hug and he was like this. I didn't get jealous. That ain't
got nothing to do with you. You know how she feels. Did you actually, how did you feel when Morris was hugging on you? You ain't act. Did you act?
Take me home first.
Yo, I wasn't like. I'm just saying, my emotions was not like she was sexually harassed by Morris Chestnut. No,
because he probably wasn't sexually harassing her.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying.
No, you know what it is.
If somebody puts their
hand, sexually harass women, it's the women that usually sexually harass them.
Right, and so they usually don't sexually harass women with their husbands there taking a picture.
Listen, I don't. My thing is, people get a little too sensitive when you touch them.
No,
that's just what it is.
No,
it depends on the touch. Yes, I agree. It depends on the touch.
Intent by a touch.
But like I said, from the picture I saw on the news with Mario Cuomo hugging the girl that said, "Oh, he sexually harassed me." I disagree.
But is that the reason? Is that particular instance is why she's claiming sexual harassment, or was it other instances like behind closed doors where we didn't see a picture of?
It was too much of a hug.
And let me be very, very clear. I am by no way, shape, form, or fashion capping for Andrew Cuomo. That motherfucker was doing some cringeworthy shit. Let's keep and I'm not talking about the ones, some of them, some stories I think are legitimate things that happen. There are a lot of them that was super cap. You know what I'm saying? So, and what I mean by that, it was a lot of them that was calling some stuff that was like, you could tell when somebody's reaching. That's all I'm gonna say. When you got the cancel brigade that's on you, now everybody else well, wait a minute, how did I feel when he hugged me? Did I feel like I was actually into it?
But this is what I'm trying to get to you, bro.
I didn't like that, and I wanted reparations and retribution to him too.
Okay, but this is where I'm pointing at. You notice that one person says it, and then now you got 12, 13 people saying it.
You know what it is? Because some people.
Why didn't you say that shit before Shorty said it? Some people are
afraid that. First of all, he's a man of power. He's a person.
Why did you not say that shit before when Shorty said it?
Of power.
Before Shorty said it, you should have said it. He touched me in 1984. And it's now 2021. He touched me.
I don't know about 84, but I know when he was in office, there was a young lady who actually did bring it bring him up on sexual harassment charges, and it got swept under the rug. Nobody paid attention to it, so it was documented that it did happen at a particular time. Just nobody cared enough to follow up on it, and it was bigger than Nino Brown. They was like, if we push this through, it's gonna end his reign as governor. And he's a super narcissist in the same too. Because on his way out, did you hear his exit speech? This motherfucker's, you know what? If that's your king, that motherfucker is a narcissist with a big capital N. Because I'm like,
what did it sound like? Tell me what he said.
It sounded.
For me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It sounded like an asshole who basically was sitting there saying, that the cancel vultures came out for me, and trying to deflect from the fact that he did something that was wrong and he got caught for it. He still, to me, didn't take any level of accountability for how we got here. That's all.
Bro, he said to me what I keep saying to a lot of people. What he said to me, what he said, I'm 76 years old. I'm just trying to help New York. I have nothing. Why the fuck do I gotta lie? That was enough for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you. That was enough for me when he said that. When he made that statement, it made sense. It wasn't like anybody else. It didn't look. It wasn't like Donald Trump who said, "Yeah, I touched the pussy and I ain't care." Like, yeah, that's what I did, but I'm president.
Rap about a pussy.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? That's something different. He made a statement where he said, "Listen, if you want to believe that I did all of that, that's what it is. I'm 76 years old. I ain't got to lie to you. I ain't got to cap. I ain't got to do none of that shit." That's what made me say, "Yo, maybe he has some truth to what he's saying."
There's a thin line between
he's 67. My bad.
There's a thin line between professionalism and you know, stepping over a boundary in a workplace. Like when you
Yeah.
start asking a person if you know that they were sexually assaulted, and he said that in one of the cases it happened to one of his family members, and he felt like he was helpless because he couldn't help her. Now fast forward to this young lady going through the exact same thing, and he felt the need that he felt like he can actually help her. But there's a level of professionalism. If that's something that she's asking for and she's asking for that help, then yes, you by all means, if you feel like you have the resources to do it, then you do it. But it's this really this thin line, and it's a really big gray area where you're stepping into a murky you're stepping into murky water by overstepping your boundaries and asking somebody that it might come off uncouth. And that's what he stepped into. You know what I'm saying? Because it's certain things I don't ask no questions, and I don't get you ain't getting no answers because I'm not stepping into those murky waters. I don't ask nobody that I'm cool with. Hey, so what's your dating status? That ain't none of my goddamn business. Why the fuck am I asking somebody else? Even if you're going through something, you want to talk, I'll listen. I'll give you my advice. But I'm not going to be like, what you doing Saturday night? That don't make no goddamn sense.
Yo, I just want to say, though, on some real shit, any woman that have issues with sexual assault or harassment, there's a toll-free number you can call. It's 1-800-656-4673. Make that call. You know what I'm saying? If you feel you really are truly being sexually harassed. Don't take what we're saying, like, as we agree with sexual harassment, because we don't. But we're just saying, some of these allegations either are false or they came up too late in my eyes. That's how I feel.
In your eyes.
It's my opinion. It's not the opinion of the Evening Rush Network. This is my opinion.
My biggest problem is there are a lot of people out there that are being sexually harassed and have real victims of sexual assault. And it's fucked up that you have to intertwine it with people who, unfortunately, in some cases, are clout chasing. That's the issue that I have with it. And if I'm wrong for saying it, then I'll be wrong for saying it. But there's a lot of people. I mean, come on, God rest his soul. Kobe got caught up in something that he didn't even do.
Facts.
And let's be honest. He did something with somebody he had no business doing. No business doing. And I'm not condoning him, having extramarital affairs. But he was doing something he had nothing to do, and it got turned into something.
To be getting money,
and it got turned right, and it got turned into something that it should not have been turned into, and that's unfortunate.
And that's in most cases with all these athletes, stars. You see Kevin Hart's situation, you see Charlamagne's situation, Envy's situation.
Look at Deshaun Watson. Watson from the Houston Texans. I mean, he was getting unauthorized massages allegedly. I don't know, but now they're starting. There's evidence that's starting to come out that's looking the other way. But once you, as a man, when you are accused of something, you never get that stench off of you. Never.
Facts.
Because even when Kobe died, it was somebody trolling, talking about he's glad that rapist is gone.
Wow.
And that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. So you never get that stench off of you.
And then at the end of the day, like, they want to put that when they bring up your name and they look at all the good accomplishments Kobe did. That's one.
That's a fact.
That's gonna come up. And
that's a fact.
Just like fuck, that's fucked up.
That's a fact.
Like I said, man, we appreciate everybody that tuned in. Shout out to everybody that checked us out on the Evening Rush Network. We definitely appreciate you. Make sure you check in every day. There's different shows that have great topics and that are here to entertain you. You know what I mean? If you want to support them, everybody has a Cash App up that you can support. If you want to support our show, it's $ the Evening Rush. You know what I'm saying? Every dollar count. We appreciate it.
If you want to support me, It's a $. No, I'm joking.
If you want to support me, I'm trying to buy a house. Let me show you my Cash App.
But you know what I mean? Thank you for everything. Thank y'all we appreciate you. Make sure tomorrow night y'all check out Plugged at 7, the TL Mac Fitness Show at 8.
Tonight there's a show at 9.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't get it twisted. 9 o'clock, check out I Am Nicole Clear. Yo, she's dope. You know what I'm saying? Her first show was phenomenal. Also, don't forget to check out Friday shows on everything. Sex, Love, and Liquor. That's always live in the studio. So definitely check
Freaky deaky.
out. Yeah, love, sex, and...
Oh, how you gonna shit on me after I let you shit on me? Freaky deaky.
No.
This week
what's good, Stuck? What's good? I'm quoting your brother right there.
Touch me, tease me, please me. Yo, I'm wait. I can't wait.
Look,
don't forget Let's Talk Crazy on Saturdays
at 9. But I'm gonna have to watch that as soon as I finish.
Facts. So, yo, once again, this is the Evening Rush. Catch us next Wednesday. It's between 6 and 7.
Nope.
Pardon me, 7 and 8. Excuse me.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah, you know I'll be fucking up.
Yep. That's why I'm here.
But once again, as always, check. We go out with my boy Fresh. Always love. Holla at y'all next week.
My nephew told me I'm a king and a crown fitted. You can catch me in the